It's the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Lumen Field. Corey Horton now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here goes set.
On play action, here's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On second down, it's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face third and a yard. They'll try and run it with Walker. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's fourth down. It's complete. He's got it caught. And he will have the Seahawks first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
Seahawks first down.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Second and 10.
Here we go, set. Set.
They'll go play action with Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
It's third and 7.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. On the run to the right. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try it, and the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down.
Sixty Bison. Let's go. Go.
On a run with former Buckeye, Quinshawn Judkins. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup.
So, from the 37, here's second and 6.
Let's go now. Put my team. Liking it. Ready.
Now, Shedeur going deep downfield for Judy. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Shedeur. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain there of 11. It's a Browns first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing again is Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Come on. Hit. 60 Bison.
It's a gift to Judkins heading right, and he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Start of the 2nd, Browns in control of the football. Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. This from 40 yards out. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Browns will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Go set.
Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Digba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. This one down the field, but Lined up incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready.
They'll try the left side with Judkins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Ready.
3rd and 10.
Get it. Huh, go streets.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Oh, falling away, what a throw. He drops it in there. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready,
They'll run it with Judkins. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We're back to Seattle after this. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Crash. 19 Charger, 79 Broncos. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. That one swung out wide to Walker. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw again is Darnold. He'll throw it left and has his running back. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down's looming.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. he's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And the Seahawks first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Darnold again. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
6 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and a yard, here's Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Darnold to the air once more. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Darnold to throw again. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That one incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. And he's in. A.J. Carter. Touchdown Seahawks.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Short kick taken at the 17. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
29-yard line.
They go play action now with Sanders. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Jason Myers to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
19 seconds. 70. 18, 5 in.
Now Shedeur on first down. This is brought in downfield by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
And the Browns, first down.
Let's go now.
On the ground, Judkins. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Throwing, Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
On the play. It's fourth down.
They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off. And it's a turnover on down.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Set. Dragons. Bronco 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
They go play action with Sanders. And he'll take it on in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
17. Seahawks 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We'll go play action with Darnold. Has his man Smith-Njigba working across the field. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Yards. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
On play action, here's Darnold. This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
18 cards, go!
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! Ready?
To throw is Sanders. There's a screen set up for Judkins. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
18, 19, Tiger, 19.
On 3rd down, Sanders. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
To return, it's Shaheed. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
We're going to set. L80. Reset.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
Little indecision by the quarterback there, Mike. Do I buy time and throw it downfield, or do I tuck it and become a runner? That's what he's thinking. I think he made the final call a little bit too late, and all he could do was get back to the original line of scrimmage.
It'll be Smith-Njigba bringing it in. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
Keep going, no, keep going.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Seahawks first down.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
That one to Zach Charbonnet. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the